see from the insert in your program that tonight we are paying a special tribute to a very special Waa Mu alum. Her name is Michelle Nicastro. People who have come tonight, people who are friends and classmates and family who've come back to the site, to Kahn Auditorium, to be with each other and to remember the Waa Mu shows that they all worked on with Michelle. Tomorrow they are going to do a concert in her honor that will benefit a new scholarship that is being established for music theater students at Northwestern, and it will bear Michelle's name. We have here next to us two of her close friends, Nancy Voits-Godinez and Richard Sampson, who will tell you a little bit more about this amazing moment.
Just over 30 years ago, a 19-year-old sophomore from Princeton, New Jersey, stepped on this stage for the very first time.
She was stunningly beautiful, effortlessly graceful, and then she opened her mouth to sing. And everyone in this theater took notice. It was a glorious voice.
That remarkable girl was our dear friend, Michelle Nicastro.
Michelle went on to appear in 3 Waa Mu shows and 3 Dolphin shows.
Just a few years later, she would be starring in Merlin on Broadway, and then launched a successful performing career in television, film, on stage, and in the recording studio.
Michelle was one of those rare people who really touched every person she met. As dazzling inside as out, and as genuine, warm, and funny as she was talented.
Sadly, last year, Michelle lost her long battle with cancer. Her passing has left a huge hole in the lives of her husband and Waa Mu castmate, Steve Stark, her beautiful daughters, Callie and Katie, her sisters, and the large community of friends and alumni who will always miss her amazing spirit.
Michelle's heart always remained here at Northwestern, on this stage in particular. And tonight, we share the warm remembrance of her performances and the magic of this theater where that first spark of talent was ignited for the first time.
And now please join us in welcoming to the stage Michelle's husband, Steve Stark, our dear friend.
Richard and Lance are clearly were 2 of Michelle's and my best friends. And, but I'm overwhelmed by the hundreds of people who come who are equally great friends of Michelle's and mine over these years. And this is a big week for me emotionally because Michelle passed away 6 months ago this week. It's actually, as Nancy said, 29 years ago that I actually stepped foot on the stage with Michelle. And that picture is actually our last moment in Waa Mu. So 29 years ago, we said goodbye to Northwestern and all of our friends and all of you at that time. The funny thing about that story, that picture though, is that we got married, our 25th anniversary would have been celebrated last Tuesday. And we got married in 1986. And 4 years after we graduated, we got married, and a person gave us this photo. It was a frame photo. And I'd never seen this picture before. Michelle and I had never seen it. He was a new student at Northwestern, inspired by Michelle to come here. And we saw this picture, and we were like, where in the world did we get that? And he said, we actually found it on display in the window of Who's Drugged. Michelle and I were so touched. We were like, wow, 4 years after we're gone, they still have us on display in the window of Who's Drugged. And they said, oh, no. It was propping up a display of disposable. But it became our gift, and it's a great treasure to us. And I just want to thank specifically Dominic and David Bell and the Waa Mu cast, and Denise McGillicuddy, Diane Clausen for making Michelle part of this great 80th tradition. Also, certainly Dean Barbara O'Keefe, Amy Kahn, and Ben Porter for allowing this scholarship to be part of Northwestern University. And of course, Nancy, who and her daughter Lucy put together this video tribute, a great gift to us. And certainly, finally, I think, I've been overwhelmed by the Northwestern group that have come back, and I have to certainly point out John Mahady and Neely Ronsky. They were really two of the first people who called me days after Michelle passed and said, we'd love to do this. This is inspiring to us, and we'd love to do this for Michelle. So it's really their leadership that has made this happen. But the fate of the Phi Side and the Northwestern, the theater alums who all come back is just absolutely overwhelming. And I must say, seeing these people tonight and realizing this great 80th tradition, this legacy, is nurturing young people, but also nurturing relationships. And obviously, that's what everything's about. So thank you for the time.
Let's take a brief look back at where it all began.
And let there be no sorrow.